Alright, let's dive into the world of automating Word document creation using the Python-docx library. Imagine this, you're tasked with generating countless reports, and doing it manually is just not cutting it anymore. That's where Python-docx comes in, offering a streamlined way to automate the creation of Word documents. In this guide, we'll walk through everything from setting up the library to crafting a polished document with text, headings, tables, images, and finally saving it all with just a few lines of code. So, whether you're looking to save time or just want to impress your boss with some automation magic, this tutorial has got you covered. Alright, before we can start automating our Word documents, we need to get our toolkit ready. The first step is installing the Python-docx library. It's like getting the magic wand before casting spells. To do this, we simply use the pip command, pip install Python-docx. This command reaches out to the Python package index, grabs the library, and installs it into your environment. Once installed, it equips you with all the necessary functions to start creating and manipulating Word documents programmatically. So, make sure you've got this installed, and then we'll be ready to move on to the fun part, actually crafting those documents. Now that we've got our magic wand, it's time to dive into the spellbook. First, we need to import the necessary libraries to start crafting our Word documents. We're bringing in document from the docx library, which is essentially our main tool for creating and manipulating Word files. Think of it as the blank canvas where we'll be painting our masterpiece. Alongside that, we import inches from docx.shared, which will help us manage dimensions, especially when we start adding images or setting margins. Lastly, we import OS, a handy library for interacting with the operating system, which will come in handy when we need to save or manage our files. With these imports, we're all set to start building our document step by step. Alright, now that we've got our tools ready, it's time to start crafting our document. The first step in this magical process is to create a new Word document. We do this by initializing a document object from the docx library. It's like opening a brand new, blank notebook where we can jot down all our ideas. This document function is our gateway to building a Word file from scratch. Once we have this object, we can start adding text, images, tables, and much more. Think of it as setting the stage for a play, where all the elements of our report will come together. So, with this single line of code, doc equals document, we've laid the foundation for our masterpiece. Let's see what we can build from here. Now that we've got our blank canvas ready, it's time to start painting with words. We're going to add some text and paragraphs to our document. This is where the magic of storytelling begins. First, we use the add_paragraph method to insert a simple paragraph. It's like writing the opening line of a story, setting the tone for what's to come. In our code, doc.add_paragraph, this is a sample paragraph. Does just that, adds a straightforward paragraph to our document, but we don't stop there. We want to add some flair, some personality to our text. So, we create another paragraph with p equals doc.add_paragraph, another paragraph with, this time, we're going to spice it up with some formatting. We use add_run to insert segments of text with different styles. First, we add bold text and make it bold by setting .bold equals true. It's like emphasizing a word in a conversation to make sure it stands out. Then, we continue with and just regular text, before adding italic text and setting .italic equals true to give it that slanted, stylish look. This approach allows us to mix and match styles within the same paragraph, giving us the flexibility to highlight important points or add emphasis where needed. It's like having a toolbox of text styles at your disposal, ready to be used to make your document not just informative, but also visually engaging. Now that we've got our paragraphs in place, it's time to bring some structure to our document with headings. Think of headings as the signposts in your story, guiding the reader through the narrative. In our code, we use the add_heading method to create these signposts. First, we add a main heading with doc.add_heading, heading level 1, level equals 1. This is like the title of a chapter, bold and prominent, catching the reader's attention right away. Next, we introduce a subheading with doc.add_heading, heading level 2, level equals 2. This acts like a subsection, providing a clear hierarchy and making it easier for readers to navigate through the content. By using different heading levels, we can effectively organize our document, making it not just a collection of words, but a well-structured piece of writing. This method of applying headings and styles is crucial for creating documents that are both readable and professional, ensuring that your message is communicated clearly and effectively. Alright, now that we've got our headings in place, let's dive into adding some tables to our document. Tables are like the grids of information, helping us present data in a neat and organized way. In our code, we start by creating a table with doc.add_table, rows equals 1, calls equals 3. This initializes a table with 1 row and 3 columns, setting the stage for our data display. The first row is typically reserved for headers, so we grab the cells of this row using table.rows, 0.cells. We then assign text to each cell. Column 1, column 2, and column 3 of these headers are like the labels on a map, guiding the reader on what each column represents. And next, we fill in the table with data. We use a loop, for I in range 3, to add 3 more rows. For each row, we access the cells with table.add_row.cells and populate them with text like frow, I+1, col1. This dynamic text assignment ensures that each cell in the row is labeled correctly, making our table not just a static block, but a dynamic and informative part of the document. By structuring our data in this way, we make it easier for readers to digest and understand the information we're presenting. Tables are a powerful tool in any document, turning complex data into something that's both accessible and visually appealing. Now, let's spice up our document by adding some visuals. We're going to insert an image, which is a great way to break up text in tables, making the document more engaging. In our code, we use doc.add_picture, image.jpg, width equals inches, 1.25, to add an image file named image.jpg into our Word document. This line of code not only inserts the image but also sets its width to 1.25 inches. Why is this important? Well, controlling the size of the image ensures that it fits nicely within the layout of our document, maintaining a professional look without overwhelming the text or other elements. It's like adjusting the size of a picture frame to perfectly fit your photo on the wall. By doing this, we make sure the image complements the content rather than distracts from it. So, with just a single line of code, we're enhancing the document's visual appeal and readability. Alright, now that we've crafted our document with text, tables, and images, it's time to wrap things up by saving our masterpiece. This is a crucial step because all the hard work we've put into creating this document needs to be preserved. In our code, we use the line doc.save, sample_report.docx. This command saves the document we've been working on as a Word file named sample_report.docx. Why is this step so essential? Well, saving the document ensures that all the elements we've added, whether it's text, images, or tables, are stored in a file that can be easily accessed and shared. It's like hitting the save button on a video game. You wouldn't want to lose your progress, right? After saving, we print a confirmation message, document saved as sample_report.docx, to let us know everything went smoothly. This simple yet powerful line of code is what turns our dynamic creation process into a tangible file we can use and distribute. And there you have it. We've journeyed through the essentials of using the Python-docx library to automate the creation of Word documents, from setting up our environment to crafting a document with text, headings, tables, and images, and finally saving it all into a neat file. This process is not just about creating a document, it's about leveraging automation to make our reporting tasks more efficient and less error-prone. Now, as we wrap up, think about how you can extend these capabilities. Perhaps you want to add more complex formatting, integrate data from other sources, or even automate the generation of entire reports based on real-time data. The possibilities are vast, and with Python-docx, you've got a solid foundation to build upon. So, go ahead, experiment, and see how you can take your document automation to the next level.